What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with the season finale of Ready to Love, Make a Move, Season 1, Episode number 12. This episode is titled Making Moves, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode of Ready to Love, Make a Move, shall we? Two things before we get into this review. If you guys decide to go forward with the second season of Ready to Love, Make a Move, number one thing you guys need to do is rethink about this process, the premise of this show, because the way that it was sold to the viewing public is you took four women from different Ready to Love seasons. So, you never did a season in New Orleans. So you brought Zadia from DC, you brought Vernisha from Houston, you brought Sharice from Miami, and you brought Ashley from Atlanta, right? Now, what I will say is Atlanta and Houston are not like super duper far from New Orleans. Houston, really not. I think Houston is maybe 4 hours away. Now, I don't know how far. I know Atlanta is further away, but yeah. So I don't understand. So yeah, if we go through with this another season, like I said, we have to go through this. We have to think about what the premise of this show is, because the title of this show is very misleading, because none of these ladies are making a move. Every episode, the ladies were asking the men, are you gonna, I want you to move here with me. Zadia wanted Cam to come to DC. Sharice wasn't sure what she wanted to do. Vernisha kept talking about people coming to Houston. And Ashley was just all over the board and don't know what the hell she wants either. So yeah, we got to think about that process. We got to think about that. Like, we might want to rename the show Ready to Love, make, I don't know, make something. Make it happen. Make it happen. I don't know. Make it make sense. Make it happen. Make this process work. Make something. But make a move, it ain't it. And then also, if you guys don't know, Ready to Love will be the original Ready to Love. We will be back with season 9 or what? I don't know what season we're on. I really don't. Whatever season the next season of Ready to Love is, it'll be back on January the 12th, you guys. And you guys know we're doing the second season here in Dallas. Now, from what I saw, because I saw the trailer, and I noticed in the trailer, they filmed the Fort Worth water tower. So I don't know if they got people from Fort Worth this season. Now, I have saw some of them tweet on Twitter, and they're where their location is. It says Dallas, but people say Dallas and don't even live in the city of Dallas. I.e. me, I don't live in the city of Dallas. I live on the outskirts of Dallas, right? Yeah. Because I definitely don't live in Dallas. That's number one. I don't live in Dallas. But the way that Dallas is set up is so stupid, because if I walk outside of my apartment, I'm right where I live at is my little city, right? If I drive maybe 5-10 minutes down, either direction, I can be in a different city. So, and then when I do eventually move, you guys know I want to get a house. When I do eventually move there, I definitely won't live in the city of Dallas. I won't be anywhere near Dallas. I will be at least a good 20 miles outside of Dallas. Yeah, good 20 miles, maybe. But yeah, neither here nor there. I'm rambling because this episode, another thing. This episode, like, y'all really could have wrapped this up last week, because all we got this week was when I tell you guys, this episode was drawn out. They drew out the ladies making their decisions, right? I'm not going to draw it out. They drew that out, and then I think we got maybe 15, 20 minutes worth of the reunion, because it wasn't 30 minutes of it wasn't like 30 minutes of the episode. and 30 minutes of the reunion. I think it was like almost 40 minutes of the episode and maybe 15, 20 minutes of the reunion. And I was just like, what the like, why? Why did y'all do this? Like, we could have wrapped this up last week and I wouldn't have to talk about this. Like, I would just be talking about the damn reunion. And then we're getting to part two of a reunion next week. And it's like, huh? Y'all wasting my time. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. So, you guys, I'll go down the line of, it was very predictable. I think we all had came to these conclusions about what the ladies were going to do. So you guys know we have the final mixer, and this is where the ladies are going to be giving the men their decisions. Do I continue this relationship with you, or do I decide, I don't want to do this, and I'm going to hightail it back home, right? So the first person up was Charisse and Mute Maurice. You know what, Charisse, if you like it, I love it, right? Because Charisse I noticed with Charisse and with Zadia scenes of them telling the guys of what they decided to do, those scenes were like long and drawn out, and it's like we know what they're gonna do. Charisse was very obvious. For some odd reason, Charisse likes Mute Maurice, and I don't understand why, but Charisse picked Mute Maurice. She decides that she wants to make a move with Maurice, but she wants Maurice to come and visit Miami. I was like, okay, don't give a fuck. Next up was Vernisha, and I think this is the part of the episode where like I really got a little irritated and a little frustrated and a little bit pissed, because Vernisha, I've been saying it for the last few weeks. Vernisha did not like Tabari. It was obvious and it was evident that she didn't. And I think the reason why she kept Tabari around at that point is because by the time we got down to it, there were no more blind dates coming up. So she was like, fuck, I got to keep this man around. And you kept him around into the end. I think that's what happened, right? So she ultimately told Tabari she's not picking him. And the reason why is because the lack of communication. And Tabari was like, communication is a two-way street, and it absolutely is. And here's my thing when it comes to the communication thing, right? If he's not texting you all day, if he's not texting you, but he did say he texted you later that evening just before he came, so what are we talking about? And here's the thing, this is not me saying chase a man or chase anybody. If you get to a point where you realize that, okay, I'm always texting you, I'm always calling you, then that tells you that the person is not into you. But if the person is pretty consistent with texting or calling you, and just one day out of the blue, they just don't text you or call you, if you're thinking about that person, say, okay, you know what? I ain't heard from him all day. Let me text him and see if he's okay. Nothing's wrong with that. Like I said, it would be an issue if it's always, okay, I'm texting you, I'm calling you. You don't ever text me and you don't ever call me. So do you really like me? Do you have any feelings for me? That is when you need to say, okay, I need to pump the brakes, because you're inconsistent with the communication, and I'm very consistent with you. I'm always checking in on you. Kind of like Lisa from the Real Housewives of Miami, how she had to set a reminder to check in on Jody. That means that you don't think about him that much if you have to remind yourself. He's not always on your brain. You're not thinking about him. So Vernisha ended up picking herself. Then she had the audacity to get upset when he didn't react to her the way she wanted him to react to her. He didn't follow her to the door. I'm like, so you dumped this man, but now you want him to follow you around like a little puppy dog. You're giving what Ashley was given earlier in the season, and it really annoyed the shit out of me. Next up, Zadia. Zadia. I'm going to hope and pray Cameron has some good penis, because, girl, what the fuck did you pick him for? You literally picked this man. This man has told you in so many ways that he is not interested in going forward with this process with you. Oh my God, Zadia, you should have dumped him right then and there. But no, she wants to pick him. I'm like, leading with your vagina. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but why? One thing I want for Cameron is his clothing, the way he dresses bothers me, right? He always comes in with that shirt, them buttons unbuttoned with no undershirt on. I'm like, okay, Then the second thing that always bothers me with Cameron is the hair. He needs to go get his hair retwisted. I really want Cameron to go get his hair retwisted because it's not the bee's knees. It looks like a bee's nest. Like no, 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 no. Then lastly, Ashley. I wanted Donald to run for the hills, but nope. Donald and Ashley decided that they want to continue this process with each other. I was like, why? Why? Then in this episode, I've been noticing it since the beginning of the season, but I'm really just paying attention to it in this episode because I'm looking at what Ashley had on in this final episode to have this final mixer. You want to talk about what Donald wears, but you look like a ghetto hood ballerina with all that sparkly rhinestone shit. It looked like an Angel Brinks original. Like you look like a ghetto hood rat ballerina. Like what the fuck? But you want to talk about Donald's clothing style? I'd rather go if I was anybody who was looking at if I was anybody who was like, let me go pick out of one of these two people's closet. It damn sure wouldn't be Ashley's. Ashley looked like she get her shit from Shein, no shade, or Wish.com, like one of them two. Or like I said, an Angel Brinks original. Again, this is no shade to anybody, but I'm just saying this like, girl, you had the audacity to talk about Donald's style of dress. I wouldn't want nothing you would give me. Talking about you had a wardrobe ready for him. You can keep it. You can keep it. Please and thank you. Let's pause here and wrap up this episode. All right, you guys. So we get to the reunion. Once again, why do we have to like this? Oh, you don't have to wait a whole week for the reunion. Yes, we still do have to wait a whole week for the reunion. Are you serious? Like, we only got, like I said, maybe 15, 20 minutes of the reunion. So we do still have to wait a whole nother week for the reunion. Oh, God. And then it's Tamika, and her name is Tanika Ray. It's Tamika and Tanika Ray hosting it. Now, I know a lot of you guys did not like Tanika when she hosted Zadia's season of Rated Love's reunion. To be honest with you guys, I don't remember it. I don't remember if I liked it or disliked it, but I know a lot of y'all were on Twitter last week talking about it. I know there were people in my comments who mentioned it. Again, JB doesn't remember that reunion. Once the Rated Love season is over with, I don't remember anything about it. Period, point blank. I remember not a damn thing about it. I barely remember people because me and Shayna were talking in the DMs this week. And shout out to Shayna, you guys. Shayna was on a panel with Sabrina from Rated. I think Sabrina was on Zadia's season, if I'm not mistaken. Sabrina Soul. She was on a panel with Sabrina. I believe Tequila was up there. I think it was Stacy from Ready to Love Houston. Who else was on there? I saw. I think Katarina from last season was up. I think I saw Katarina. I wasn't quite sure who this other woman was, but the way she was talking, and she pulled out a how do I say this tonight? How do I say this and keep it PG? Y'all know how y'all phones vibrate, right? Zzz. And y'all know, the undergarments that we wear, right? And the particular ones that women wear, right? So put those two words together, vibrating and ladies undergarment. Because I'm trying to be politically correct and not, say what because I don't, y'all know YouTube is very fickle. So vibrating ladies undergarment, right? So the woman pulled that out and I was like, oh, wow, you put this out on camera. I was like, oh. And the way she was talking, I was like, you know what? I think I know who this woman is. This is Marvin's girlfriend. She's a pretty woman. Don't know her name. And I know they have a panel next week, and they're gonna have old girl Alexis from Married at First Sight, San Diego, the one that was married to Justin. I was like, oh my God, good luck with that one. Good luck with that, because y'all know I wasn't really feeling Alexis her season of Married at First Sight. I even dropped that season as well. Oh, speaking of Married at First Sight, I know I didn't do it last week. The live, I'll explain that. Not really. It didn't happen because I need to pay for my what's that thing called, StreamYard, because I couldn't put up my pictures. I was like, oh no 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 no, and I had to be on camera. I was like, oh no, no no no, no, we ain't doing this. But eventually I will start back going on camera on StreamYard. Eventually I will. I don't know when that's gonna be, but at some point we'll get on camera. Where are we at? The reunion. They could have kept this and just saved it for next. They literally could have just ended last week with the finale. We could have got part one of the reunion tonight, well last night, and part two next week. I would have been cool with that because nothing happened in part. Nothing happened in. I can't even say this. I can't even say part one because it wasn't a full hour or even 45 minutes. Um, the fact that Sharice had me defending Zadi, I was like, it's got to be a cold ass day in hell. Now it is cold outside, but God, it's got to be a freezing day down below, because I was actually on Zadia's side. Because Sharice, you could have said something to, if you really felt the way about Zadia waking you up out of your sleep. I said it earlier in the season, and I'll say it once more. If you felt so strongly about it, why not check cut in and say, hey, bitch, like, I don't know what the fuck you and Cameron were doing, but you woke me up out of my sleep. Yes. Did Tamika ask Zadi, the ladies who all slept there? Yes. I'm pretty sure production probably said, hey, Zadi wasn't in the house last night. Ask the question. Right? Probably was production. So Zadi admitted she was with Cameron, and that was it. They kind of drugged that out too. We went to a commercial break and we came back and she said yes, she was with Cameron, but she was in Cameron's car, so she didn't go to Cameron's house. Who cares? Like she said, she's a grown ass woman. She is, and I don't care what a grown ass woman does with her grown ass vagina. Like if she wants to sleep with Cameron, she is well within her right to do that. Who cares? Sharice, ma'am. Yeah, I don't know anybody who kisses their friends on the lips, on the mouth, anywhere. Like, yes, I'm from Texas. Yes, you kiss. Cheek kiss. That's what people. That's what friends do. You give the cheeks to kiss, not. Now I know some. I know sometimes friend. But it's more. You more so see, if you were to see friends kissing on the lips, you would more so see women doing that, right? You would more so see a woman kiss her, but it's not. I mean, I think that would be like a drunken night. But most people cheek kiss. But okay, Sharice, if you say, she said she don't want LJ because LJ is 35 years old and he's shorter than her. Okay, girlfriend, if that's what you want to go with, cool. I don't care. Then Sharice tells them that she felt attacked and ganged up on. Now, you guys normally know how I feel about Ashley and her theatrics, but in this particular moment, I was here for it because Sharice was doing the most. Because she kept saying she didn't feel a part of the group. She felt left out. So you're basically singling out Ashley, Vernisha, and Zadia, but you keep wanting to say, I'm just talking about her because she said I wasn't sisterly, but you said you felt left out of the group. That means there are two other people in this group besides you and Zadia, Vernisha, Ashley. And so, whatever her name is, Sharice, she got in her feelings and want to walk off the stage. Girl, goodbye. Next week's episode, it looks Kirsten is there with this ugly ass hat on. I was like, why is Kirsten here? Then we also have Stormy and what's her name? Camille on the stage. Oh, I guess we can say congratulations to Camille, you guys, because she and Cornelius got engaged on Christmas Day. I'm going to keep my 2 cents and my comments to myself. Congratulations. You know what I will say? I noticed that she posted it on her Instagram. He ain't posted it on his Instagram. Kind of weird. If I ask my fiance, if I ask my significant other to marry me, I'm going to post it on, we're going to both post it. Oh my God. This lady is scaring the shit out of me on my television screen. She has no eyebrows and heavy black, eye makeup, like eyeshadow. Her eyeshadow is right here and it's all black, you guys. And I mean, she is literally scaring the shit out. She, you know what? And you, never mind. That's the end of the episode, you guys. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, you guys. Until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.